Hello, Sir Von here. I would like to thank you for supporting my first ever educational content about ratio and proportion. And right now, I'm inspired to do more. Now, allow me to share another topic about pharmaceutical concepts for the glory of God. And today, we will be focusing about conversion. This is quite a long topic, so I am going to divide this into two parts, the introduction and the calculations. So, without any further ado, let me introduce what conversion is and how is it important in our lives as pharmacists. So let's say we have an order of 500 milligram drug and the only available we have is in microgram units. Take note that milligram and micrograms are small units, but the difference is very dangerous, especially when we talk about medication doses. Thus, it is very important to know the difference among the units. And speaking of units, we have categories like the apothecary system. For example, grains, minims. We also have the avoirdupois units like the pounds and ounce. We have household units that we usually hear like the cup, the teaspoon, the tablespoon. We also have time units like seconds, minutes, hours. We also have special clinical units like the MEQ or IU for insulins and vitamins. And finally, the most common system unit used in pharmacy, the SI units or the International System of Units. And we will have our focus here. In pharmacy, we don't only deal with doses or weight of the drug, we also deal with volumes, especially on liquid medication measurements. And let us not also forget that we deal with length, width, and height dimensions when we talk about medication packaging. So this is where SI units take place. SI units have basic units for weight, which is in grams. For volumes, liters. And distance, meters. Please take time memorizing these basic units. Now let's move forward to the unit prefixes. Let's start with deci or dec, where we can apply this to the basic units as decigram, deciliter, and decimeter. So when we talk about dec, what comes out to your mind? Yes, we have the decade, which is 10 years. Decimal, which is based on 10 parts. The Decalogue, which means set of 10 commandments. And December, which is actually the 10th month of a Roman calendar since they start the year in the month of March. My point is, dec is equals to the 1/10 of a basic unit. To make it simple, one basic unit is equivalent to 10 decis, namely decigrams, deciliters, and decimeters. Another unit prefix is centi, where we can apply this to the basic units as centigram, centiliter, and centimeter. When we talk about cent, what comes out to your mind? Yes, centipede with 100 legs. Or centavo, which is one of the 100 of peso. Or century, that means 100 years. Or the centurion, that is in charge of 100 soldiers. Have you heard about percent, which is basically per 100? In short, centi is equals to 1/100th of a basic unit. Thus, one basic unit is equivalent to 100 centis. Namely, centigrams, centiliters, and centimeters. Another prefix we have is milli, where we can apply this to the basic units as milligram, milliliter, and millimeter. When we talk about milli, the usual things that might come out to mind are the millipede with 1,000 legs, the millennium or a period of 1,000 years, which also correlates to the people born around the turn of millennium, which we now call as millennials. In short, milli is equals to 1,000th of a basic unit. Thus, one basic unit is equivalent to 1,000 millis, namely milligrams, milliliters, and millimeters. Now micro, from the Greek word micron, meaning small, which is 1/1,000,000th of a basic unit, which literally can no longer be seen by naked eye. Hence needing what? Microscopes. Thus, one basic unit is equivalent to 1,000,000 micros, namely micrograms, microliters, and micrometer. These are used in the measurements of microbiological level such as your bacteria, your fungi, and your viruses. And special mention, nano for 1/1,000,000th, where we can relate it to Iron Man's and Big Hero 6 nanotechnology, and also pico for 1/1,000,000th. So, I guess that's it for now because I'm giving you loads of information already. So, see you next time on how to solve conversion problems. Let me end with the Bible verbs. Proverbs 11:1. A false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is His delight. So, just as God values honest weights and precise measures, pharmacy calls us to accuracy because even the smallest unit can carry great responsibility. So once again, this is Sir Von, ang nagsasabing sa mabuti man o di naaayon, may natututunan pa rin tayo sa lahat ng panahon. God bless.